I can't believe I've been fishing the wrong way my whole life with the reel on the bottom. Thank goodness for the reel rebel who taught me. You put the reel on the top. I'm just so furious that nobody ever taught me this. My whole life I've been doing it the hard way. Reel rebel, you are my hero.
He fishes his own way with a fishing reel on top. All right, Steve-O, fire away with your questions.
How did you figure out the reel on top technique, man?
Well, I'd say it goes back to my childhood. When I was barely old enough to walk, my dad gave me my first fishing reel, a bait cast reel. A little kid starting out on his fishing with a bait cast reel could be a real handful. The line gets all snarled up in the spool in just about every cast. Having the reel on top, I could easily fix all that as a little kid. In my early teens, when I started on a spin cast reel, I just naturally started fishing with the spin reel on top. That's because all the same benefits that go with fishing a bait cast reel on top also apply to a spin cast reel. I'd go out fishing with all the other boys, and they ridiculed me for the way I fished with the reel on top. They were all fishing with the reel on bottom. I tried to tell them, but they just didn't get it. You know, they were all brought up that way, fishing with the bottom, so they never had the experience that I did of all the benefits and advantages of fishing with a reel on top. So they fish it their way. And, you know, you gotta understand, when you're a little boy and you don't fit in with the other boys, it's real rough. They don't want, they don't want to fish with you. They think there's something odd about you. Steve-O, I'm gonna need a few minutes, all right, Steve-O?
Not long ago, you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone.
Okay.
Across your face, it is written across your face. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Better stand up tall, I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know you can be brave, brave.
All right, by God, Steve-O, let's roll that camera. I'm not done with my story yet. I was a little boy and I said to my dad, Dad, I don't want to fish no more. Other boys, they bully me and hassle me for fishing with the reel on top. But Dad, I know it's the best way to fish. I know it's easier to use it that way. So my dad, he sat me down and said real calmly, he says, son, you're gonna find in life that a lot of folks are trying to tell you how to do things their way. What you gotta do is you gotta go out there and find how to do things your own way. And in doing so, you might discover that you're doing it one way and they're all doing it differently. Maybe you're the one that's doing it right and they're all doing it wrong. So son, you get out there with your buddies and you fish with that reel on top. And when you go fishing, you hold that reel up high and you fish with the reel on top.
Fishing with the reel on top was a hard and lonely road. But the reel rebel, he knew it was an easier way to fish, and he refused to back down. And that reel rebel, he just kept right on fishing with the reel on top. He fishes his own way. He's a maverick. He fishes with the real on top.
I've heard a story, I've heard it said, I've come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and sometimes it calls you taking me down.
He fishes with the real on top.